Hey everybody, welcome to the Muddy Reviews. Today we are reviewing the CYMA Stamped Steel AK-74. This gun is awesome. So I got this gun secondhand, but it is still a new gun. Previous owner bought it, used it one time, and just kind of binned it, put it on a shelf, and then offered it to me, and I snatched it up. Excuse me. So this is the stamped steel version. So this is the higher end of their 74s. Really nice gun. Build quality is wonderful. Right out the gate, when you get it in your hands, you feel it. It's got some heft to it. It's a very solid feeling gun. The furniture in the front, the plastic furniture, doesn't feel too chintzy. It feels pretty good. It has a nice, rough polymer feel to it. The barrel is really nice. You've got your little cleaning rod here. The brake looks great, feels good. Front sight post, everything just looks wonderful. It does not look like your normal crappy chintzy pot metal AKs of old. Moving on up here, your rear sight is probably the cheapest looking piece, but I mean, it's an airsoft AK. They're not too great in that regards, but overall, wonderful looking gun. The top cover is kind of like a aluminum-y type metal, though. That's probably the cheapest feeling piece on the whole thing, but I've felt real AK top covers and they don't feel terribly different. So, hey, whatever. On the left side, you have a mount for an optic rail, and I'm going to show you a couple of those in a second. The grip feels really good. It's that same nice polymer feeling plastic. Doesn't feel like a real chintzy, cheap plastic like some of the older AKs. Your magazine release has a nice return. The spring here. The trigger, it's got a nice feel to it. It has a nice break. The only difference in this gun from a stock gun is the hop. The hop's pretty good. It doesn't feel like it's gonna. It's been replaced actually, so it's not a stock hop. That's the only difference from the stock gun. It has got a Prometheus hop up in it. The mount here, wonderful. I love it. You can put different types of rails on here. So this is a clone China-made little side mount for optics. I've had this on other AKs in the past. And then I've got a replica Zenico that I had on my 105 for a while. That goes on with some doing, but it works. It's pretty good. It does go on. It does lock in just fine. The buttstock. Buttstock is really solid. It doesn't like shimmy around too much. It doesn't shake too much. I like that quite a bit. The button to actually fold it takes a little bit of pressure, so it's not easy to move or to press. And when you get it in, it's a very firm lock-in. So once it's in there, it's in there. You're not gonna, feel it rattling around. There's no real issues there, including this sling point back here. Usually these rattle around like crazy, make a ton of noise. They're really annoying. This one takes a little effort to move around, and it's not too bad. I actually don't mind it. To get the stock out, it takes a little effort. You push down, move it, good firm lock into place. Really nice. Bring it over the gun. Let's move it around. The only area that I feel is kind of is the safety. Safety is really easy to move. It's kind of easy to bump. I've had other AKs in the past where the selector just takes a little more effort to move, and I did like that. This one just super easy to move, which isn't terrible, but I just liked a little more effort in it. They're easy to replace. I might do that in the future. The charging handle, really nice return. It's where you get to your hop up that you can see inside here, but that return, very crisp. You got your markings here, for auto, semi, safe, etc. Really nice. Again, the receiver is a stamped steel. On the bottom, you have your, it says CYMA, and you've got your actual serial number. I don't know if this is a unique serial number to the gun or if they all have the same serial number, but that's kind of cool. I know when I was living in Spain, we actually had to register our guns with the local municipality and the police department. So having a serial number on the gun was really important, and that helped. To go inside of it here, I'm not going to rip open the gun to look at the gearbox because that's not all that necessary. There's plenty of other guys who do that. I'm just doing an overview of the gun itself. You've got a small Tamiya connector. That's the kind of batteries you're going to be running. Very generous space here for a battery. Really good. Not going to have any issues there as far as getting a battery in there. Your standard stick type. Plenty of LiPos will fit in there, as well as your standard NiCad or NIM batteries. So that is kind of cool. The Arcturus has had issues with getting batteries. This guy will not, and I do like that. Oop, did not get that in right. There we go. Muzzle brake looks really good. It's nice. It's a nice feeling. I'm not going to have any issues with that or change that out. Overall, probably going to keep this guy looking roughly the same. Just probably going to paint it. That's about it. Maybe add a stock pad. That's about all. As far as magazines go, we ran the stock CYMA mid-caps. We ran Arcturus D-Mags. And we ran a Malat 74 magazine. All three of these did feed just fine in the gun during the day of play. All three of these feed. All three of them click in just fine. The only thing is, as you'll see, just a little bit of play there, and all three of them offer that little bit of play in the magwell. A little bit of side, and a little bit of shimmy. So unlike the Arcturus, the CYMA does have just a little bit of play in its magwell and a little bit of shimmy, and that's not the best. But it did not affect feeding, and that's what matters. Some guns, if there's any shimmy or play in the magwell whatsoever, it's going to affect feeding, it's going to cause jamming, and or no feeding whatsoever, and you're going to have a bad time and not enjoy yourself. This gun did not give me that problem. And we tried, like I said, 3 completely different magazines, and to include one one high cap from CYMA, and it was good to go. Overall, very favorable impressions of this gun. Like I said, the hop-up is not stock though, so the ranges we were getting probably won't be what you would get if you were to buy this gun from somewhere like Evike, Airsoft GI, Airsoft Megastore, etc., because it does not have a stock hop-up in it. We were hopping 3.0s with this gun, and at the field we were playing at locally, we were sub-joule and had no med, but we were getting easily 100 to 125 feet straight on, just clean, straight distance shots, and it was really good. It was a laser gun. Beautiful gun, definitely worth getting. I highly recommend. Just the feel alone, this CYMA gun is worth it. So thanks for watching. I hope this was a informative video. If you've been looking into one of these CYMAs, definitely worth grabbing, especially if you're going to just do some minor internal work like dropping in a new hop. If you drop in a Prometheus hop up with this guy, do some minor work, it will be a freaking laser gun. They are phenomenal. That's all I got. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer those, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.